It's one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. Welcome to Sports College Football. Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Tigers will kick this deep to begin the game. It's Fields. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. Using his legs, it's Fields. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Ball handed off. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made on the out route. Plenty space at the 20. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Breaks into the open. Now the 40, out past the 30. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Scanning the field, it's Welch. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And he'll be brought down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson.
They get the touchdown here, but let's circle back to the start of this drive. This is why good field position is so critical. They start this drive in good field position, and it puts the defense under immediate pressure from the start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Looking downfield, it's Welch. On the move now. Caught over the middle by the tight end. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
An effective play, good for a first down of the 35.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Should be the last play of the quarter. He'll hand it off. Smothered for no gain, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles and soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done. With great run games.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Sooners pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Sooners line it up with first and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Penn. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Hands off to the left. The ball to the ground. The defense has got it. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
In the red area, it's Hill. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense threatening now. First and goal. He'll hand it off. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Penn. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Scanning the field, it's Welch. Pressure is coming. Now they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Opposition second and long from their own 12. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Because that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
And the returner is brought down. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they had been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Looking deep to the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can. And that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th down, he's throwing for it. And the receiver's got it. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 in the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Running with purpose.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught.
It's Fields. Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Grabbed by the receiver. And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
But you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Bringing it out. It's Penn. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll try the right side on the toss. As the first down is still going. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Gets the first and still running. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Pass caught. Second down now. Dropping back. It's Welch. Looks to his left and makes the completion. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Here's a carry for the fullback. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. To the air, it's Welch. Moves out of the pocket. Rush gets home.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
There's the handoff. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Takes the handoff again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Back to pass. It's Welch. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and short. And now the handoff. Fighting off the defender. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Anytime you're playing a linebacker position, you start to see a running back come out of the backfield and widen out. There's a tendency to want to beat him out to the flat and overcommit. This time he cuts back inside and creates a headache for this defense and a nice gain.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Welch. Bringing pressure. Makes the grab on the move. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On first down, it's play action. Moves left out of the pocket. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They test the middle, but gets stuck. That one goes nowhere.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. It's got the first and still going. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
To throw, it's Welch. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Here's the second down play. They mix it up with a run. Running through the tackle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 23. Brought it out. Tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Well, this is what we hope for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now we so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's a wide receiver screen. Nowhere
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Leaning on the run game here late. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught by the receiver. They got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead, they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Again, makes it second and medium. And now the running back's got it again. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. It'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Back to throw. It's Welch. Throws it to the right. What a catch! A quick spin move. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
It's an option look. Football's loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. But a dream finish for this defense. Take the ball away, crush any chance of a comeback. Now you can just kneel down and secure the win. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On the run, it's Hill. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to